Hey guys, it is Nicole here, back on this Wednesday evening. I hope you guys are doing well out there, and welcome back to Nicole's View. So, before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to all my new subscribers. I thank you guys so much for wanting to subscribe and tune in and listen to me rant and rave and talk about what's going on in the world and whatnot. So, thanks for subscribing, and I look forward to growing with you guys as well. And also a quick shout out to Tori and Rain. Thank you so much. And Mr. Irv Griffin. Thank you too. You guys have been pretty vital in helping me build my audience and recommending people come to my channel. So I thank you too so much. And thanks so much for the love and support. And yes, on to this. As we all know, the Bill Cosby trial ended in a mistrial, so many people are still reeling in the aftermath of it, which I don't know why you're reeling, because if you've been paying attention actually to this trial in depth, you know that a lot of it was pure bullshit. And we have this vindictive DA who promises to retry Mr. Cosby, even though his case is not going to change. It's weak, super weak, and it's just basically he's going to be relying on all of these fake cases, these fake women that are just wanting to be in the limelight, wanting to stretch this out as long as they can, trying to get any money they can out of this, along with all the talking heads, the media whore lawyers, i.e. Lawyer Allred, i.e. Wendy Murphy. So they want this to continue and drag on as much as possible. And with that being said, apparently this is legal, guys. This judge, Stephen O'Neill, plans on releasing the jurors' name. All the jurors who were a part of this case, their names can be released, and it is apparently legal. According to the Supreme Court, he can release their names. So pretty soon we'll have a list of the jurors. Personally, for me, of course, I think this is horrible, especially if they don't want their names released, but they have no choice, I guess, apparently. So, man, if I didn't want my name released and then it had to be released, I would be so pissed off right now. I would be livid. And the sad part is, once their names are released, you know how this dirty lowdown media gets down. They're going to track down every single one of them. They're going to go through all their backgrounds, and they're just going to have a field day. But at the end of the day, apparently this judge, O'Neill, said, but they can't discuss the trial. They can't discuss what the jurors' votes were. They can't even discuss it. So it's almost like stupid. It's like, why, if they can't even discuss the trial, why are you even releasing their names? Like, I don't even understand that, but it's the law. So I guess it's not for me to understand. But yeah, so man, these jurors, whew, I feel bad for them, because now they're going to be in the limelight even if they don't want to be. But some can say, well, hey, they served on the jury. They served on a high profile case, so they really didn't have a choice anyway. But still, it's just something about it just seems wrong. It just seems evasive. It just invasive. It just seems wrong, you know. But yeah, so that is what I've heard so far with that. Also, now this is a rumor, guys. This is a rumor. It has not been confirmed or denied, but it is currently, we have to say it's a rumor, and allegedly. But allegedly, word on the street, as I used to say back in the day, word on the street, those who have their ear to the ground out there in Norristown, PA, it's being said that this jury voted 11 not guilty to 1 guilty. So, like I said, this has not been confirmed or denied, but it definitely hasn't been confirmed. But apparently, this jury voted overwhelmingly in favor of Mr. Cosby, with the exception of 1. Now, if this is true, and this DA is still going forward with this just shows you that the hate is real, the racism is real, the agenda is real. They are going to do everything they can, even if they can only hang their hat on one guilty vote. It goes to show you that this DA, who is vindictive to the end, who is just a devil to the end, he's not going to stop until he gets something out of it. Even if it means wasting the taxpayers' money in that county to no end, they don't care. And this is the prime definition of white supremacy. They will do whatever they have to do to get what they want, to get the answer that they want. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is true, because think about it. The judge is telling them, yes, I can release your names, but you guys can't talk about the case. So it's like, they can't talk about the case, but their identity is out there for the entire world to see and for the media to hound them to death about. And I feel like if it were, like I said, if this is true, if there were 11 guilty and one not guilty, I feel like we would have known by now. It would have slipped some way, somehow. It would have slipped out. But the fact that we don't know and they're keeping it tightly wrapped up, a part of me feels like maybe it is true. Maybe it really is true that they voted overwhelmingly to acquit him. But like I said, I can't say that's true. We can't say that's the definite answer. But like I said, though, there are people who are in the legal field out there in that area. This is what is being, chattered about behind the scenes. Put it that way. So there's that. And then the third thing I wanted to speak about is, although I shouldn't really even mention it or make a big deal out of it, but a part of me wants to make a big deal out of it because I just think it shows like how sad that folks are so quick to jump on the convict, train, convict, the person's guilty, even though this man went to trial. It was a mistrial. He wasn't found guilty or not guilty, but the fact that in the eyes of the law, he's still supposed to be presumed innocent. But we all know that we live in a time where fake is real and real is fake. And apparently Ben's Chili Bowl out in DC, they had a mural of Bill Cosby for years that was painted of him on their wall. Well, they went ahead and officially painted over Mr. Cosby, and they added Dave Chappelle, Taraji P. Henson, and the Obamas imprints. So, like what many of the folks in the media and white supremacist media and whatnot, they are slowly wanting to paint over Bill Cosby's legacy. And to me, that speaks volumes. Some may say, well, it's just a stupid restaurant that had a picture of him. They're dumb anyway. But to me, that says a lot. And when they started taking away his honorary degrees and all that, it just lets you know that even those who claim to be black, to just be so gun-ho to follow in the footsteps of these devils out here, of these white supremacists out here, to throw this man completely under the bus and to act like that his career didn't exist. To me, it just shows you that we have no loyalty whatsoever. I don't know whoever owns this Ben's Chili Bar, if they're black people or white. But if they're white, then yeah, their own code. I get it. But if they're black, really? Really? But it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. We have no loyalty amongst each other. This is why we will continue to be a fractured, dysfunctional community. But I won't put this all on all black people, because there have been many black voices out there who said, wait a minute, this man has not even been convicted of anything yet. And still and yet, in the eyes of white supremacy, in this media, in this society, he is guilty because simply because he's being accused of rape. So it doesn't matter if you're guilty or not guilty. It's almost worse to be labeled a murderer. It's almost better, I'm sorry, to be labeled a murderer than to be labeled a rapist. Because if you're labeled a rapist, in this witch hunt society, it doesn't matter. You're a rapist. Even if you could be straight up so innocent, so not guilty, and it doesn't matter. Because all you have to do is say rape, and it's just automatically believed. And I think that is such a dangerous, just precedent that we're setting right now, and it is dangerous. It is scary, especially when many people out there know this and they will take advantage of this. And I just think it's pretty pathetic. I think it's really sad, but it doesn't surprise me because they had been taking stuff away from Mr. Cosby since these ridiculous, just stupid allegations broke, these fake allegations broke. And apparently Dave Chappelle, he was out there and he was saying, I just want to say this is one of the best honors I've ever gotten in my career. Chappelle said, I'm honored to be home. This means an enormous amount to me and my family. I'm very proud of it. Well, you know what, Dave? I know it's all good. I know you're excited to be a part of this, I guess if you want to say historical moment, but at the same time, I find something very sick about this. I find something very just sad about it, that it's almost like at the expense of Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to cancel him out to uplift another one. I just don't like this. I think it's just wrong. I think it is so wrong. And yes, I know it's just a dumb mural that was painted on a restaurant called Ben's Chili Bowl, but Ben's Chili Bowl is supposed to be such an iconic place, where a landmark where people go to eat. But to me, this just smells just awful. I think it's off code. I think it's, pathetic. And if I'm ever in the area, I have no interest in going there. But that's just me. That's just me. I just can't celebrate something like this. Good for you, Dave. Good for Prince, even though he can't see it. Good for the Obamas, but I don't see how we can celebrate something like this. I just think it's disgusting, quite frankly. But anyway, so this is why, if you're wondering, why do you have this old school photo of Bill and Camille? And because I just want you guys to remember that just like all these, black folks in Hollywood, they think they're so safe, they think it's all good, but Bill was in their spot at one point. Bill was in their spot. He was that go-to person. He was that go-to black actor, entertainer. And just think, who would have thought from here to like in the year 2017 that we would be sitting up here saying that this man was this one of the most, I mean, I can't even, you can't even believe this stuff. Like, to go from this to all of a sudden he was America's biggest unknown rapist. I'm sorry, I am not buying this. I'm not buying it, and you shouldn't either. And for those of you who have been following this crap the last few years, and you've seen these lies, you've seen people do, exposés on these women, and they're lying, and you still believe it. I just can't. I can't. I can't with some people. I really, really can't. But like I said, it doesn't surprise me. They can paint over his mural. They can take away his honorary degrees, but they'll never take away my memories of Bill Cosby growing up throughout the years, or your memories. They'll never take that away. They can do it all they want to do. They can paint over, they can do this, they can take away that. But at the end of the day, Bill Cosby inspired me to want to be better, to want to learn more about your world, to do better. And see, this is what they're attacking at the end of the day. They're attacking the legacy that is Bill Cosby. And I'm so glad that I'm not weak-minded, I'm not brainwashed, I'm not easily led astray by these lies, these evil, vicious, vindictive lies because when this man is no longer here on earth, you guys will see. You'll see how they're going to do. Yes, the allegations, they'll be brought up. They'll be brought up. But it's going to be a whole new Bill Cosby. Just like they did with Michael Jackson. It's going to be the exact same thing. NBC, they're going to bust out all the Cosby Show footage, the stuff we haven't seen. There's going to be DVDs, unreleased footage. You're going to see stuff from freaking when he was on I Spy. You guys just wait. You wait and mark my words on this day, June 21st, 2017, when this man is no longer here, they're going to do the usual. They're going to do the usual. They're going to praise him. They're going to, lift him up and all this stuff. And then we're going to be like, well, wait a minute. Where were you guys when this man was on trial? Where were you guys when his son was murdered? The fact that these fake, disgusting allegations got more attention than his son being murdered back in the late 90s should let you know what this is all about. I don't remember people being this outraged when his only son, Ennis Cosby, was murdered by a certified white supremacist Russian man. And people say that was a setup. Just think about that. They're more outraged about this than his son being murdered years ago. It wasn't this much outrage. It wasn't this much sympathy when his own son was gunned down. Just let that marinate. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything else, especially about the breakdown of what the jury voted. I don't know if we'll ever hear, but if we do, I'll definitely talk about it. Like I said, I don't know if that's officially true, but that is what is being reportedly or allegedly said. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Alrighty, guys. So let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.